about hip distance apart, and we're gonna look to the side, come to the center, and then look to the side and come to the center. And first round of 3. Remember, I like to do 3 rounds in order to increase that range, so no one's asking you to get all the way to the shoulder on the first round. All right, try one more time. Take it to the side, hold. All right, this time I'm gonna get you to turn to that range you were at and take fingertips and just push on your chin slightly. Try to keep your shoulders to the front of the room, super important. And then we're gonna switch and press. So we're gonna use this in between our rounds to see if it'll help us extend our range. Head to the center and let's do a couple of shoulder rolls up and back and a couple to the front. All right, round 2 of our lateral rotation. We're going side and center and side and center. Super simple. I'm just using some music for pace, but you go as fast or slow as you'd like. As long as it's in control, you don't feel any pain. Last 2 times. Center. Remember to keep those shoulders to the front of the room. One more time each side. And when you're done this one, hold. Pick your side, turn, press. And if you can, make sure you're looking out rather than down towards your shoulder. Center and switch. Fingertip press. Remember to look out, straight ahead versus down. Back to the center, shoulder roll back 2. Add a little bit of elbow, shoulder roll front 2. One more round, rotation. Here we go. Over for 2. Center for 2. So this is our third and final round with the rotation. Should be hopefully able to get a little further back without any additional strain. 2 more times. Take it over, 2, center, 2, over. Good, one more time, over, center, one more time, over, center and hold. Good, now we turn to our max range that we can do without assistance. Take those fingertips, press, and really go long and not only look ahead, sort of take those eyes gazing almost back over the shoulder. And then center switch. So don't try to force your chin to your shoulder, but actually the eye gaze, it'll lengthen the neck and it'll stretch there. Head center, shoulder rolls, 2 back, big elbows, and then forward. Awesome, give it a little shake. Second of our 3 cervical range of motion exercises or stretches. Now we are going side, so lateral flexion, side. So we're doing a first round of 3, yes? So very light. You're not even really trying to tip your head that much. Just let the weight of your head help you, yeah? Go over and center and over and center. Awesome. One more, over and center and over and center. Hold. All right, so pick your side, tilt. Take one arm up and palm to the head. Unless you're feeling the shoulder is feeling nice and loose and you can bring more of the arm up. But again, remember, we just want to start off easy first round. Switch. Awesome. Keep going, guys. All right, back to the center. Let's take those shoulder rolls, big circles with your arms. 2. Elbows are bent. And then 2 big rolls. If you're not ready for the arms extension, just go with those elbow rolls. Hold, shake it out. Round 2, tilting to the side. So a little bit more, and then up. Remember to think about someone's pressing their hands on your shoulders and trying to push down. So you want the neck to feel long. You don't want to feel compressed. Okay, so push those shoulder blades down and pull them back. One more time. And I gaze straight ahead the whole time. Okay, like you're looking at a crooked picture. Here's your last one. Head center. Pick your side to tilt. And again, you can do palm, but maybe take that palm to more the side of your head. That'll lift your arm. And then let the weight of the arm. Don't stretch that neck. Release and switch. Tilt first. I like to do palm and slide the palm a little more. Kind of tricks the mind into not thinking arm raise, but palm. Yeah? Got lots of tricks. Stretching is not always fun, so you trick yourself sometimes. Release. Big arm circles. Again, the elbows can be bent. And then a couple to the front. And when you're done, shake it out. Here's your final round. Head tilt. And really go for this stretch, meaning you feel that extension on the side there. Flexing at the one side, stretch with the other. 2 more. Awesome. Slide it over. 1 more time. Now I got a little bit of a shoulder lift. That's because I'm tilting a bit. And you know why? I'll tell you. I got a little bit of tension in between my shoulder blades. Kind of slept funny. But the big thing is to keep the shoulder down and not raise it up. So as long as we're doing that, we're good. Here's that last time. We tilt to the biggest range we got. Palm slide head. And then slide to your ear or touch your ear. And again, tricks your mind into thinking that you're not lifting your arm up and that the shoulder is the focus of the arm raise. Release to the center, right? So you tilt. I like hand. Think of your hand sliding to your ear. That will raise that arm up versus you lifting your arm up and potentially shrugging, right? Fantastic. To the center. And let's go with those arm circles. 2 big ones back. Remember, bend at the elbow. Do elbow rolls instead if you don't like the arm circles. Okay, here's our last little bit. Shake it out. Remember, I'll turn from the side so we can just make sure we're doing this really good. This is our flexion extension. So the first one, I'm going to look down ahead of me and then just look out at the corner where the wall and ceiling meet. Round 2, I'm going to try to look a little closer to my feet, still ahead of them. And then I'm going to look up a little higher than where the ceiling and wall meet. So basically at the wall, up the top, and maybe the ceiling. And then the third time, I'm going to try to bring my chin as close to my chest, look at my feet, and then I'm going to try to look still ahead, but up at the ceiling only, no wall. All right, those are our goal or targets. Remember, you can go wherever you need to. We got 3 rounds. Our movement in between is going to be this to help us stretch. And our circles for arms will be big arm circles with straight arms if you're ready. Yeah? All right, let's hit it. First, chin down, center. All right, so I'm doing small range. I'm just because I want to walk you through it. But if you're ready to go chin right towards your chest and head look up overhead, you go for it. You got 3 rounds though. Here's my last time. Down and up. And then ahead. Let's do a stretch. Fingers together. I'm going to look down, give myself a little help. Palms on my head, slide to just the top. If my head was a square, the corner, not right at the back, but still top with my head tilted down. And then let my elbows fold in. Then keep my hands where they are and start to look ahead. And squeeze your back, open up your chest, think good morning. And then head center, big circles. Let's go back with our arms already up there. And then big circle forward. Awesome. Round 2. Give your arms a little shake. All right. Now I'm going to look down a little further ahead on the floor here. And then I'm going to look up more at the ceiling, but still ahead. I can still see the wall if need be. This is round 2. Just take your time. If you're feeling wobbly or you don't feel secure, hold on to something or take your feet wider apart. So it's a little wider base of support. And here's my last one. And back down. While I'm looking down, fingers together. I'm still going to go to that top with my head down. So not the top of my head, but top of my head down. And slide back a little bit more, just a little bit. And then I'm going to fold. So bring your elbows in. And then looking up. And think good morning. So open up your chest by squeezing your back. Don't think about lifting your head up per se. Think of your upper body. And then head center, release it. Go with the big circles back. We have one more time, and then we will be done this, and we can hit those other things I was talking about. Okay, let's go. Looking down right at my feet, third round. And then overhead, no more wall, just ceiling. And then down. And then up. Remember that person, that helpful person behind you with their palms, hands pressing down on your shoulders to keep them down. Keep the neck nice and long. Awesome. Got one more time. Last time down and up. Now when we go down, hands are going to come behind the head. This time I'm going to take them pretty much base of the skull. I got a ponytail on, so a low pony, so it's going to go right on my low pony. My thumbs are touching like the base of the skull, top of my trap there. And then let my elbows fold in. And I feel deeper stretch through my upper back too. And now let's look up. But don't worry about looking any higher. I want you to squeeze your back up the chest. Let those elbows go open. Head center. Big arm circle. Finish it. Two back. Think backstroke and then forward. Think butterfly. Nice. And done. Shake. All right. Fantastic. Okay. So now we're going to go into what I was talking about at the very beginning with your dowel, aka your broom, your bar. It needs to be something, if you're going to use it, it needs to be something that is of a stick versus a band. Because here's what we're going to do. So we're going to have our bar dowel behind us. And we're going to start with our arm down low. Okay. Work our way to on the butt and above the butt. Okay, for function. So obviously there's going to be people that are really flexible and can take their hand higher. But remember, it's called functional stretch. So we're not all fantastically gymnastically inclined with mobility. So below the butt, on the butt, top of the butt. That's our goal for here. Our goal for top of our head, back of the head, and then what we just finished doing. Think base of the skull or top of your traps. Okay, so the idea is we're going to move this up and then we're going to pull up from here. So we want to be able to press up. If you don't have one of these, no problem. This is going to be the movement sequence that we're going to do. So first, I'll turn. You're going to have it. This is as if you didn't have the broom, right? So we start down here and you're going to touch your head. Those are our biggest ranges. Okay, and then you're going to take this hand, bring it down, same thing. Yep. Then second time, you switch, hand to your bum, hand to the head, but I'm going to get you to turn your palm up versus down. So it's just a little higher. Then same thing, bum, palm. And then your last one, small the back, reach up, and then sweep. Okay, so let's give that a try with our dowel first. So I like to leave it on the floor. When you have this, it's clearly going to move up. So that's kind of the fun part of using the dowel. Okay? I'm going to call it a dowel even though it's a broomstick. All right, so I'm going to start hand down by my bum, other hand by my head, because I can't touch this yet, in theory. Okay, then I'm going to switch. I'm going to hold on to it down low. Just gives you something to hold on to. Yep, and then I'm going to switch. And I'm going to put my hand here, down low, and lift my hand to my butt. Okay, hand to head, palm forward. Then I switch, hand to the butt, hand to head. So this is just our dynamic move, And then I'm going to switch, hand to the butt, move it up, top of the butt, arm up, or if you've got the dowel, you should be able to hold on to your dowel now. And then we switch. Gotta bring that hand up to the small of the back, switch it, and either reach your hand all the way up, or you can grab onto the top of the dowel. Fantastic. Now we'll go backwards. So down to the butt, hand to head, into the butt, let it go down, into the head. Okay, switch, let it go down, hand below, touch your head, down below, let it go down, and you're back to the top in terms of like the start of the sequence. Okay, so now we're gonna add the top of the body or top of the arm, pulling down. So this time what I need you to do is bring your dowel up or bring your hands up until they're at small of the back. Okay, so you're just holding on. And I just like to take this and work my hand down as far down as I can hold it. And then I'm gonna switch. So I'm keeping my hand resting on the butt, on the top of the butt. And I'm gonna reach the hand all the way down, as far down as I can go. So it's just gonna look like that. And then I'm gonna switch. Again, I wanna go to small of my back. And I'm gonna reach. So I'm not really moving the dowel at all. I'm just moving my hand at the top here. And then I'm gonna switch. So I'm just gonna switch hands. So you might only be able to get the hand on the butt or below. So just move the dowel up so that you can hold on to it, so that you can move from here. Okay, last 2 times. And this one, most people know what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna basically try to touch our fingers together without the dowel. So hopefully this kind of helped us. How low I can go. All right, and I'm gonna release. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's do a quick bicep stretch, tricep stretch, and then let's try to hit that last little bit. So bicep stretch, let's take arms out in front first. Let me see palms of your hands, heel of the hand out, then fingers down, then go out to the side, move back a little. And now watch, from the back, fingers together, lift it. Awesome. One more time. So think bicep, we're thinking straight arm, because your biceps, they bend your elbow, right? So anything that you're doing that's a really straight arm, hard extension, in theory you should stretch that. Even behind. So straighten it out. Awesome. Give a little shake. Helped us to do our touches. So all I'm saying is we're going to try. Remember, we use the pole here, try to get our hand down. We've been working on bringing our arm up behind. So definitely still many other things involved in order to get your fingers to touch there. So there's some wrist motion too. If you feel like it's not, you need some more there, go for it. If you can't touch fingers, like I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to touch. Some people can fully grip. Fantastic. Let's just do what we can do. The whole point is to be able to just get our arms back and reach. Okay, so let me face you. Let's go nice and easy. Start off with reach across to your trap, pull up, good, release, switch, good, and release, switch. So I'll give you an idea on what I'm doing. So remember, 3 rounds. Just trying to get a little further each time. And this is my last one. Give it a second to settle. And then release. Shake everything out. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go down. Let's actually kind of skip, but I always like to do this first. Let's jump down to the other thing I said we were going to talk about, which was calves. So if you've been standing with me, definitely, you might not think your calves have been working, but they have been. We are going to put our feet up against a surface. If you do not have a wall, like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to use a chair and my board to show you. But just against the leg of a chair, back of a couch, whatever works for you. So, we're going to do a sequence where we flex. We're going to take it back. We're going to bring it in. Okay? So, a couple of things that we're doing. We're trying to stretch because there's two muscles in your calves that make up your calf. One crosses the back of the knee. One crosses the bottom, crosses the ankle. So one is important in your flexion and your extension, so pointing and flexing. And the other is in your, it helps with your hamstrings and bending and pulling at the leg, right? And lifting yourself up and down. So we want to get both of those. So we're going to get that smaller one, the one that helps you with the flexing. So we're going to put one foot up. You might only be able to get toes on your wall or your surface, but if you can get ball of the foot, that's pretty good. I'm going to start with toes, and then my heel is down. This foot basically is one foot, like toe to heel behind. It's not too far. And what we want to do is you want to stand up super tall by squeezing the glutes. It's like we're pressing hips towards our wall. So if I had my hands on the wall, I could do that. If I had a bar, I could do that as well. So this is all we're doing. We're tightening our quad and we're squeezing the glutes. Last 3, 2, and 1. This leg's going to go back. We're going to take it back pretty far, but we want the foot to be flat. Okay, so if you want, this foot can lift a little, and you could actually move this foot further. But the idea is this foot in the back needs to be flat. Okay, so you're just leaning into it, making sure that foot in the back is flat. And then we're going to bring this foot in, toe to back of the heel here. And we're going to bend this knee and sit. And straighten this leg. So you feel the calf stretch here, and some nice hamstring stretch as well. Okay, we're going to rise up. We're going to switch, other foot, toes or ball of the foot if you're ready. So we're doing 3 rounds of this. So that's why I'm giving you that range you can do. You could have ball of the foot on if you're really flexible already. Or you could start with toe, and then as we feel more comfortable, we can flex more. But for the first one, it's always good to just do the action. All right, now that leg goes back. Far back as you feel you can, keeping the leg straight and keeping the foot flat in the back, driving that heel down. If you want, remember, pick up your front foot, bring it closer. Even the heel could come up if you want, as long as this foot, that heel stays pressing to the floor. Feel really good calf stretch there. 3, 2, and 1. We bring that back leg in, toe to heel. We bend this leg, straightening this leg. Okay, so moving up through the calf, get some hamstrings, some glutes. It's always important to multitask. We don't have a ton of time, right, when it's functional stretching. Obviously, like yoga, Pilates, fantastic for like focused, long stretching. Functional stretch, we don't have a ton of time. Awesome, come on up. Switch back to the top. Toe heel. Or ball of the foot. So I feel a little bit better. We'll stretch the quads too. That's something you could do in between if you're finding that having the straight leg is hard. Okay, you can stretch your quads, which we will do at the end. But you can do it now anytime. That's just grabbing your foot behind. We're doing a knee bend. Leg behind. Push back. Leg in. Okay, so hinge at your hip. Imagine you're sitting. There's a chair behind you. You're reaching for it. Focus on stretching this leg. Come on up. That's the leg that goes forward. Toe or ball of the foot on. And remember, squeeze your glute. Think pelvic tilt. Okay, rather than just hold out. Hold out's not bad, but if you can, squeeze glute. Quad will be quite tight, so if you need to stretch it out, go for it. 3, 2, and 1. The leg goes behind. Big, deep, long lean. Remember, press that heel towards the floor in the back. All right, bring it in. Toe to heel. Sit back on that leg. Hinge at the hip. Imagine a chair behind you. Trying to reach for it. Again, if you're at a wall, that's what you're doing. You can also just hold on to the leg too, right? Lots of options. Come on up. Final round. Wait a second. I lied. You have to do this slide. Then we have another round. I was like, something feels wrong here. Got it. All right, behind. There we go. And now this actually doesn't feel as tight on the second time around. And then come in, toe heel. Okay, come on up. Toe forward. Take this one a little bit quicker. Then leg back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe in to back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. That front foot comes to your wall. 4, 3, 2. Take that leg back. 4, 3, 2. Bring that foot in, toe to heel, sit back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up. Good. Okay, let's stretch a quad before we get down to the floor to finish off. As I said, we're going to do a couple more calf stretches on the floor just to give you some ideas. So we'll do this quad stretch. Option is to go back. Instead of the heel down, you would come up all of your foot. So like a calf raise, and then bend. And that'll start the quad stretch. And then ultimately we want to bring that leg up. Okay, and reach, grab either pant, sock, shoe, whatever you need to. So I'm going to start down here, and then I'm going to bring it up. Okay, so options. You can hold on if you need to. Again, we're squeezing that glute on the back leg. Come on up, reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take it back, same leg, do it again. Down. Try to bend a little bit more. Should be able to wiggle toes in that front foot. Put the weight into the back leg. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, grab. 4, 3, 2. Take the leg back one more time. See how low you can get. Sit way, way back. Squeeze the glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Other leg, same thing. Take it back. Remember, you got 3 rounds. However low you feel the tension start, and just stop there. Remember, squeeze your glute. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Reach and grab. Remember to grab whatever feels good to grab. You got 3 rounds. Leg back, round 2. 8, 7. I'm going to sit back into it. Pelvic tilt. Feel the stretch. Front of that thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. Last one. Lowest you got. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. Okay. Let's hit the floor for the last little bit. We'll basically start where we finished with the quad stretch sequence on the floor, and then we'll go into hip, we'll go calves, and then we'll do the other side. So I've done some sequences like this before. Shouldn't look too odd. All right, so here's what I'm looking for. This one, we've done this before, quad stretch, right? So we're gonna do our quad stretch. Then we're gonna take this leg around. Either if you can get it right over the thigh, great. If not, intersect the shin bone to start. Maybe the second time you can get it over the knee, and then maybe by the third time you can get it resting right over towards the thigh. And we're gonna turn. Okay, so the idea is to pull on the leg and try to get a little bit for the hip and the other thigh. All right, and then we finish, leg goes out. That same leg that we were holding and crossing goes heel on top of toe. Let me show you from the side. And let gravity just pull, and we do a forward fold. All right, and then we bring that leg down, we swap, go here, we take it around, we take it on top. So a little sequence again. I like to do sequences, trick me into loving stretching, because stretching doesn't feel that great at the beginning, right? So, and that's why we like to go in rounds and take your time. So, pick your favorite leg, favorite side. Let's start with that. Grab it up and hold behind, squeeze. So if you can't grab, foot on the floor, dig your foot into the floor, squeeze the glute, push your hip, yeah? Let's come around. I'm gonna start here, just intersect at the shin and rotate. And again, we like to multitask, so we're gonna get rotation, gonna get stretching through the waist, the low back. Perfect. Body center. That leg you were just working, hold on to it so you know that's the one that goes on top. Forward fold. You can either do same arm, same leg, opposite arm. We're working for both arms. Okay, so I'm gonna do same arm, same leg this first round. But if you can go both, awesome. Release down, switch pick up so you know which way to go. Pull back. And again, I'm just gonna go through the stages, but if you're ready to take that leg all the way around, you go for it. We come in, gonna intersect that shin, turn. And that leg, I've got my hands on it, that's the one that's going on top. So as I turn to the center and slide that bottom leg out, place the top one, I'm doing same arm, same leg. You can do both, or do the opposite arm. Awesome, round one done. Release, that foot down, pick up other one, turn. Round two. All right, come around. I'm gonna take it in line with the knee and rotate. And I feel a little bit more in the hip now. Just hanging on to that leg. That's the leg that's going on top. Face the front, slide the bottom one out. Opposite arm. Fantastic. We switch. That other leg up behind. Remember, always options. You could lie down on your side for this one too. That helps as well. All right, let's wrap it around. Going over the knee, then rotating. Awesome, that leg, I've got it in my hand. That's the one that's going on top as I slide the bottom one out. Heel on top of toe. Opposite arm. Fantastic, we got one more round. Our biggest range we're filling. All right, that leg goes down. And we go back to the top. Gonna pull. Don't forget to do that glute squeeze. This time when I come around, try to clear that knee. Ah, that's a little tight. Whew, but I feel it. Feel it, I feel it. All right, that leg you got pulling, that's the one that goes on top. Slide the bottom one out. Try both hands. Fantastic. One more time. Release that leg down, grab the other one up and back. Remember, squeeze the glutes, push those hips. Push that hip. All right, we're coming around. Get over the knee if possible. And then rotate. Ah, there you go. Feel it right in the hip. We're almost there. Almost there. All right, that leg you've got in your hand, that's the one that's going on top. Slide that bottom one out. Flex. Both hands if you're good. Meaning if you're feeling good, if you're all right. I'm sure everyone's good. Awesome.
How heavy is that?
All right, sit up and release both legs straight out. Give them a shake. Good job, good job. Just got two more things we got to stretch. Inner thigh, that's the only thing we haven't really done. And a little bit more for our waist. All right, so we're going to sit. Feet coming in, butterfly, you know it. Sit right up on your sit bones. And just let the legs kind of fold out. They're probably up here super tight to start. Fantastic. Now the legs are going to go out. And then arm out behind you or to the side. Behind if you can. And side bend away from the legs. Little different. Most of the time you see people stretch in towards. And that's okay. But we want to really work on always trying to do things to help us with our posture. And our posture is back and up. Right? So give this a try. Just for a variety or something different. And then switch. So either hand in line with your body or slightly behind. So if your shoulders are feeling good after the stuff we've done, great. And then focus on feeling it up the side of the body. Stick those ribs out on the side, thick lats. Two more. Come back to the center. Forward fold, reach. So as far forward as you can with your palms flat, and then tuck your chin, head in, chin towards chest, and then walk your hands back up, rolling the back, low back, middle back, upper back. Give it a little shake. Awesome. Back to the top. Feet in. Big pull. See if you can pull them in a little bit more. Remember, 3 rounds of everything. We're almost done. Second last round we got to do. And then if you want, again, you can just use the hips, like by squeezing your glutes and press the legs down. Or if you want some more, lower arm matches with lower leg and press with a little lean forward. Keep the torso long though when you lean forward. No forward rounded back. Okay? Pop the chest. Squeeze the back. 4, 3, 2. Let's sit up. Legs out. Behind. And switch. Again. Pick the side of the body. Center. Now we're going to walk our hands out. Again, as far forward as we can go with our palms flat. And then walk the hands in as you roll the back. Low back, middle back. Head should be the last thing to come up. Give it a shake. Final round. Feet in. Pull in as close as you can. Remember, sit up on those sit bones. And again, squeeze with your glutes or lower arm press. With the legs in a bit closer, you should feel the stretch a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat up, legs out, arm behind. And if you feel like you can even lower down to forearm. You can do it on the side as well. Maybe you feel like you get a bit more of a stretch. Give that a try. Switch. So again, you can lower down to the forearm. So just stretching away. Variation on what we always do, which is stretching into the front leg. Come on up. Center. As far forward as you can go. Palm flat. Tuck the chin in. Hang there for a second. And then walk yourself up to sitting position by doing low back, middle back, upper back. Head's the last thing to come up. Give it a shake. Legs out in front. And that's it.